Man, I'm really hungry right now. Now, before I embark on this journey, I want to let you all know an eating addiction could be a very serious problem to anyone, really, because eating is very easy to pick up, do anywhere. And, well, I want to do at least one to two, probably even three, or even four mukbangs. What's a mukbang? Here on YouTube, we call a mukbang is when you make a big feast and you see how much you can eat of it at one sitting. But the goal is try to eat as much as you can in one sitting. So right now, even though I had that in my head for the past week now, and I've been eating more, watching Nick avocado videos. If you haven't watched him, he's a crazy uh, mukbang. Now I think he does it a little bit too much. I'm not gonna lie. He's been doing this for 5 years, basically a mukbang a week. It looks like he used all his money on food. But you know what? I feel like once it gets too bad for him, he's actually gonna like ease it up, and he's not gonna overeat. I'm hoping, and I feel like I know. I feel like it's a character he's putting on. Anyways, since a lot of other YouTubers are doing mukbangs all over, you can find a mukbang at least once or twice. I might as well get mine done now, you know? Already I've been practicing, getting ready for mukbang, training my stomach to be able to intake a lot more food. And honestly, it's been working really well. And all I've had to do was like push myself to eat faster and a little bit more each time. And then eventually I started to get hungry right after I got ate. And that's when I knew, okay, now I'm ready. I want to get this mukbang done with now that my body's ready with it though. I'm planning to do some chicken nuggets and buffalo boneless wings. Maybe a little bit more chicken too. Probably a meaty feast. That's what I'm thinking about. Because there ain't nothing unhealthy about meat as long as you cook it right. Anyways, right? See, I'm like I'm legit. I've been eating every time I eat a big meal, and I eat it pretty quickly, and now I'm hungry again. I want to get this over with because like afterwards, I can also get back to where my regular appetite was, where it's like I would eat just enough to be satisfied. Actually, my past appetite wasn't the best either. I would eat basically. Let me get my oatmeal. Got our oatmeal kind of ready. I think I didn't add enough water actually. Oh. Well, let me drizzle it a little bit. Cook it for another 30 seconds. Don't worry, the black stuff on my fingers, that's from cleaning my bowl. Have you ever tried dry oatmeal before? Not pleasant. It's very dry. Even that little piece was like, poof, it busted in my mouth with a bunch of dryness. I'm actually adding a little, just tad bit more water. I'm gonna add what's awesome with oatmeal, which is some butter. Slippery butter. I feel like I had a little bit too much, but I always add like a little bit, pinch too much of butter. But hey, butter ain't that bad. See, that's why I kind of like when I scoop out the butter, I don't really cut it in cubes like you should really do. But I cut my slices in like, not a full cube basically. It's like, I didn't cut off the bottom part here. Because I feel like I took a little bit too much. Oh snap, I'm still recording. I was putting away the butter. My bad. Sorry about that, dead air. But now that we got the butter in here, let's it up for 30 seconds. That should melt the butter, give us some more of a water base to our oatmeal, make it more of a oatmeal. So, like, don't worry, people. I thought about doing this for the past week. I wanted to do a mukbang for sure, and I wanted to do it now to get it over with. And then, so I had doubts, and then I had, for sure about it. And then I seen Nikocado. I'm sorry, it's hard to say his name. Nikocado Avocado. He showed this one thing that I bought from Sam's Club this one time. It's like it looks like a paint jug, like you get to paint a house with, but it's filled with nacho cheese. And I was like, oh, nice. That's the best thing. I knew why he was enjoying that while he was eating that, because that thing's awesome. There's the idea is to put cheese on everything you get when you get that thing. And then he said that you can actually buy that on Amazon. I was like, heck, that's like 7 gallons of nacho cheese. And good stuff too, as long as you keep it refrigerated. Oh man, that stuff stayed good with us until it was gone. And we had it for like at least 3 months. 3 months at most. And I was adding cheese on everything. Something sweet, add some cheese. Okay, so right now my oatmeal's kind of dry, but I have an idea. Actually buttery. My idea, add some waffles with the oatmeal. So I like to add sugar to my oatmeal, but the thing is I don't like to watch myself add it, and I don't like to, it looks unhealthy, and I know it's unhealthy, but that's the way to make it taste good, right? So I'm hoping this new idea I got, if I add my waffles with my oatmeal and some good syrup, which we got some Miss Butterworth, I think that'll be good enough. Like, the syrup will be a good substitute for the sugar. In fact, let's just try some now. Add some with the oatmeal. It's gonna be in there anyways. That would be cool. Make sure I don't burn my waffles. How do I cook my waffles in the microwave? You're probably wondering, because most people cook them with a toaster. I cook them for 3 minutes. You can cook up to 5 waffles like this. Cook them up to 3 minutes, and now they won't be as toasty, of course, crunchy, but they'll be cooked all the way. 3 minutes. Once it hits 1 minute and 40 seconds or 1 minute and 50 seconds, you stop it, flip them, keep on cooking. You can make them like more hard waffles by cooking them in the microwave a little bit longer, like 10 seconds longer. But I wouldn't suggest that, because then they become so hard that it becomes unenjoyable to chew. And I think the texture of something is pretty important when you're eating something. With the bag texture, how you go swallow. Okay, I added a little bit of syrup and it looked like it did nothing to this oatmeal. That's interesting flavor. I think it needs, I don't know, let's see. I was watching Futurama recently, and it was showing that one episode where they had to go to the giant beehive to collect some of that Dr. Farnsworth honey that has like the THC in it. Ooh, I love this honey thing. And then in the episode, it's like they eat the honey to kill the sadness feeling, and it cures like sadness, pain, old age, cures everything basically. Then I'm looking at my honey and I'm like, I wonder if it really does cure, if honey does cure sadness. One thing's for sure. You got yourself a bland meal. You add some honey to it. It sure does kill a bland meal taste. So it does have something to it. Okay, I think I did a little bit too much. Last time I used it didn't want to pour at all. This time it poured like crazy. Yeah. There we go, we got our honey on our oatmeal. So now there's like 1 spoon of butter, some Miss Butterworth honey, or syrup, and some honey. Someone makes honey, wow. It's really hard to find something to mix with oatmeal. Every time I add something, it's like, it's the same thing. It has like this weird, you taste the flavor that you added. And as soon as you chew it up a bit, you get the oatmeal flavor. Well, that wasn't it. The honey wasn't what we needed to add. I think the oatmeal was good. Now I'm going to add these waffles. Waffle time. And honestly, I think I got to tear up these waffles. That's what I'm going to do. Tear up the waffles. Turn them up in 4 pieces. That way I can mix it with the oatmeal. Yeah, this is basically a hefty meal. That's how most of my meals been making some hefty meals. My stomach will be really ready for the mukbang. Watch it not be ready at all. Okay, it's hard to mix in oatmeal with waffles. But I think because it got tore up so much, it'll be easy to add the syrup. Add into the oatmeal, onto the waffle, a little bit of everywhere. Syrup wins. Syrup beats honey, that's for sure. For a breakfast meal, yeah. Alright. If you think that's it, after we finish this, we'll make some cookies for the house. Right. So we're gonna have some cookies, just some, but makes 8 cookies. I guess I'll have, I don't know, 3. I don't know how big the cookies are gonna be, but yeah, Reese's cookies. I'm pretty sure we're gonna finish this in the next 30 minutes, honestly, not gonna lie. Let's see. Alright, we start chewing at 2. Let's see. Look, people, no matter what the eating challenge may be, always have a drink in handy. You know, as long as it's just like, I don't know, even if it's like just one thing of a bite, it's super hot thing, still have a drink handy. You could choke. Like right now, it's oatmeal, so bland. I'm choking on the blandness of the flavor. The syrup wasn't a good replacement for the sugar. If I had the sugar, I'd been able to finish it, but I wasn't able to finish it. I'm calling it though for this meal. But it was good enough to finish that much. With only 23. Sheesh, food addiction's really dangerous. I could tell because it messes with the mind, it messes with the brain. Like for example, when you're, right now I feel full, but I feel like I could still eat. Bad mentality like that. And also I think it like makes it where it makes you like, when you got a food addiction, you're going to say that food is not the problem until you get rid of that food addiction. So yeah, it could be very dangerous. And I just want to, you know, I won't say it too many times, but I just want to let people know, like, honestly, any addiction's bad out there. And so, even though I'm doing this for a video, like, keep in mind that I have in mind and prepared for what I need to do for when the video's all said and done and over. Okay, next let's make these Reese's cookies. Now, Up this right oil. There's so many oils and they just keep making more and more oil. You realize that? Up in the drawer there's like 5 different oils. Anyways, I got the bowl ready to go. Just need some water and oil in the mix. Ooh, what's this? Could it be the icing? Yes. Honestly, I like it when it's see-through guys for the mix. I like to see that mix. So we got our peanut butter cocoa cookie mix. Oh my god, I found an eyeball. A few eyeballs in the box. Some candy eyeballs. That's cool. Very awesome. This stuff smells just like inside of a Reese's cup. Good. Oh, I have the vinegar, the vegetable vinegar, and the water. And I don't think one of these spoons is a tablespoon. Looks like we need a little bit more, don't it? Let me stir this up some. Good and but turning out pretty good. I might have to add any more. One of these cookies is gonna be missing a part across this, but I have to try this. Interesting. Not really that good, but honestly, people only have you saw and they have that little pinch of bite, and that's all the cookies we got out of it. Now you're probably wondering why those are shaped like that and those are shaped like circle. Well, it said make them circle, but then if you look on the box, they're supposed to be shaped like bats. So, oh, this is pretty heavy. I think I added too much for each cookie. There will be some big cookies. Let's see how these cookies turned out. Hopefully good, but I don't know. Wow, look at that. I guess I should have molded them like a bat, because they turned out like muffins. I mean, they look like cookies. Ooh, they feel like soft cookies. I think they're ready. Okay, so we added the chocolate, and it's chocolate icing. Good stuff. But there's a lot left over, so I must have did something wrong. Look at that. I think I added it too soon because it's melting off. Good thing we got extra. I think we're gonna melt off, huh? Nice try. This one I tried to fix, but yeah. And this one, just small one, I just took. I think actually we're gonna save the ice for like when we do a cake. That'd be cool for a cake. So I guess we have these. Needs more chocolate. I like kind of basic. That's how I feel right now. I think that's enough chocolate. So here's the finished product, and here's what I created. Yeah, well, close enough. Since it's a lot of chocolate, I'm just gonna take one. Parents could have the rest if they want. My midnight snack before I go to sleep. A bunch of chocolate, tastes like chocolate pudding, icing, Reese's, and some Reese cookies. Keep in mind when having junk food at night, always brush your teeth after before you fall asleep. Let's give this cookie a try. It's heavy. It's like a sugar cookie, it feels like. I should have made them into balls. It's really good though. It's like peanut butter candy. Guess that's what it is. That's really good. Well, hope you like our prepping for the mukbang coming soon for you all here soon.